Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Wombats Weekly Wisdom. I'm Luke Stevens, your host for today, and I'm joined by Emilio Donibus.
Hello.
Lachlan Franklin.
Howdy.
And Benjamin Duffy.
Hey.
We will be discussing some quite important information that has been in the news recently, boys. I'd like to start off with the Israel Folau case. Now, what are your thoughts on this, gentlemen? Starting with you, Lachlan.
Well, last night we saw that a hearing found Israel Folau had committed a high-level breach of his professional players' code of conduct contract, and they say that in the coming days they'll have a verdict on whether his contract will be terminated or not. And well, I'd like to kick this one over to Duffy. Do you think he should be terminated, or do you think he should play on in rugby union?
It's a tough one because he definitely, what he said has offended a fair few people.
Didn't offend me.
I didn't say.
I actually share his views.
Israel Folau's views.
On the contrary, I feel like a lot of people were offended. However, who cares? It's really
Fuck the gays.
Well, on a more serious note, part of me does think that freedom of speech is an aspect of it, and he should be able to express his opinion.
Absolutely.
But another part of me thinks, what a stupid fucking opinion. And the only real thing he has to support it is the Bible. So I think what he said, he probably does deserve a punishment. I don't know what that punishment will be, but I guess we find out.
Well, soon enough we will find out. And Emilio, do you have anything to weigh in on the subject?
Well, I might like to say what he actually posted. He posted, warning, drunks, homosexuals, adulterers, liars, fornicators, thieves, atheists, idolaters. Hell awaits you, repent, only Jesus saves.
Well, you don't see atheists getting offended, do you? It's really only the gays, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, a lot has come out about, obviously, homosexuality in the past couple of years, with the bill being passed to allow gay marriage and what have you. But, lads, what has society become?
It's become a big cock-up, hasn't it? A big shit fest.
A big fucking shitfest.
No one knows what they are anymore. Everyone thinks they're something they're not.
All I'm going to say is that once upon a time it was normal to be straight.
It's considered weird if you are not straight anymore. If you are straight, sorry.
And shortly
By some people, yeah.
Shortly, it always used to be the prince and the princess in the Charles storybooks, but
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Well, I'm afraid this is all coming to an end.
Well, obviously, some people back then they didn't have an understanding of.
I'm afraid that Prince Charming may have to go and find and rescue his Prince Charming.
I absolutely have to agree with that.
The thing about this Israel Folau case that I find quite ironic is that rugby union is gay, and he's heavily involved in that sport. What was that, Ben?
coming from a rugby league supporter.
Yes.
Aren't they the same thing?
This kid plays tennis, by the way.
What do you mean?
What was that, Ben? Aren't they the same thing?
Now, following on from
that
this,
won't anger anyone.
an article from 2011. Yes, we're going way back here. It's in the UK. Now, obviously, the UK is known for being quite gay, as you boys might.
If we don't like it, it's gay. That's how it works.
For example, the Brexit vote. They basically memed the whole fucking thing.
Brexit has gay.
Why does Brexit sound like a breakfast?
Because I don't know.
That's just
You tell
so
me,
relevant.
you idiot.
Now, this article is titled "Being Bullied? Just act less gay," advise teachers.
Well, I couldn't agree with this more.
Now, I can agree with that statement. These teachers apparently told the children to act less gay if they want to stop getting bullied. Lads, do you agree with what these teachers are saying?
I think you could take it even further. Instead of acting less gay, just don't be gay. Just stop it.
Stray away from
Stop it altogether.
liking the same gender.
Change your sexuality. That's the only way, I think. If you don't want to get bullied, just stop it.
If you want to suck dick, suck some dick, but you might get punched in the face.
Are you saying this?
Absolutely.
Are you saying this from experience?
No. Just.
Or do you get punched in the face after
Georgia
you suck
Shaw
some
got
dick?
that.
I've never sucked dick, so
You've never
I
sucked
wouldn't
dick.
know.
Ben has never sucked dick.
You heard it here first.
All these surprises coming up on today's
What I
podcast.
might
Ben has sucked many.
What I
in
might say is that in the past, obviously at this school, we've had many special guests come in and advise us that bullying is wrong.
Bullying is wrong.
Well,
except
absolutely
if
not.
the people deserve it.
Well, obviously, we wouldn't have bullying if there just weren't any gays.
Exactly. Minorities, am I right?
If
Minorities.
people weren't being weird, they wouldn't get bullied. It's as easy as that. Just be normal.
Why can't everyone be white? And
If you're not a straight white male, you deserve to be bullied.
exactly.
That's a rather logical statement.
It's the way life has
Would
been.
you like to weigh in on
since
that one, Duffy?
The days of the Fourth Reich.
Yeah.
Well,
Ben is struggling to English. We'll be back
No,
in a
but
second.
on a serious note, I do not condone the bullying of minorities such as women.
Yeah. We don't condone the bullying of people, especially minorities and such, especially those people that cannot change their sexuality. And Ben's still trying to form a coherent sentence. Come on, Duffy.
nah, I've got nothing wrong with gay people, or any minority for that matter. It's their
Including
choice.
blacks.
Not a lot of them isn't their choice, but
And
if you want to be
Asians.
gay,
Well, I don't think it's a matter of wanting. I think it's more a biological thing. They
well,
don't really have a choice. A lot of them. I think some people do.
some people I reckon fake it.
You think people fake
Some.
being gay?
Some.
Well,
Not
I'd
well,
say
you
that's a
look-
very small
Now
a
to get
small group,
percentage,
but
of
some.
people. Is this a conspiracy that you're?
It may be.
That you're-
Yes, it
Oh
it
my
may
god!
be. But
Everyone's faking being gay.
Now, lads,
I'm not going
of
to name
course,
any names.
of course, last episode we talked about the law reform in Brunei for the fact that stoning was originally going to be legalised for the use of stoning on gay people. Now, I agree with that, Emilio, but do you think this could be applicable in countries such as the UK where homosexuality is so prevalent?
Well, I think we could utilise punishments such as this worldwide. Just roll it out worldwide. Even harsher punishments, as you said last podcast, maybe.
Nuke 'em?
The UN would be doing a great thing to do what Brunei are doing, in my opinion.
Well, I think maybe get rid of the stoning because that takes too long, and there's maybe too many gays to.
It's not even a harsh punishment.
We could probably bring back the guillotine and really
Oh my.
speed up the process. Really cut.
We
through
could
numbers.
industrialise killing on an international level. Every country could introduce the guillotine back into their system.
Yeah, I think
Honestly, it's
death
good to
penalty
see
for those people.
Brunei really paving the path and leading the way for the rest of
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
country.
they've really kick-started a movement. I feel.
Yes, and I
Definitely.
think Australia and other countries should take note.
Follow. We should follow their lead. I think.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, what other methods could we utilise to wipe out these people that are in the wrong?
I was
These
gonna
people that are
say-
sinners.
I was
really.
going to say whip them, but they might like that. You can-
Oh,
Yes.
so
A lot
You're
of
not
them
wrong. Some people do. Yeah.
That's not even limited to gays, actually.
What are you implying, Ben? Do you like the
I
old
don't know.
whip?
No, not me
Oh.
personally,
Oh, you
but
don't.
some people like that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So
I agree.
where
You
is
may
this
not
going,
consider
Ben?
it that it wouldn't be a viable punishment.
So what would be a
Ben
viable
speaking from
punishment?
I
experience
think
here.
you just piss on them.
As Lockie said in the previous episode, that
I'm
would...
just following on.
We just need a firing squad, I think. Sounds
Now, we'll finally move away from the topic of homosexuals,
sadly.
and we'll look at a more wonderful news article that we have here. Recently in Canada, now this is actually a hilarious news article.
Haha.
There was a bill passed where there was a typo in a bill that legalised the use of cannabis, but they in fact legalised cannibalism by accident. Now, do you think this could also be a good thing? As in the previous episode, I talked about reducing the population of Earth, overpopulation
Well,
crisis.
Cannibalism is
Well,
the way
cannibalism.
out. And it also helps world hunger, you know. I think another thing we should roll out internationally. But the thing that really gets me with this one is, how do you not see that it says cannibalism on the bill? And then how you
Well-
get to the point where it's almost legalised in your country.
Well,
It's
some-
almost
I
as
feel
if
like everyone in
Ben
Canada
Duffy
is high.
proofread the bill.
Well, some
Is
people
this-
can't read.
True. People in Canada can't read, clearly.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
almost legalised.
What I might
cannibalism.
say is we were just searching for punishments, stoning, whipping, what have you.
That's a good idea.
I think we've just
Cannibalism. Oh, I like the
Yes.
sound of that.
And that could fix two
Oh,
problems
my-
at once. The people
Yeah.
that are in less fortunate countries that are starving, we could provide them with some food, but also punish the sinners. Exactly. That's a great method.
I think we're really onto something.
Two birds with one stone, you might say.
Now,
Especially if they're fat.
so
That'll feed lots of them, won't it, Ben?
I present to you another idea. Now, we know the food crisis in Africa has hit an all-time high. They're pretty much eating fucking fresh air. Now,
It's not fresh.
It's more so
I mean-
because there's a lot of them. They're just breeding like rabbits at this point.
malnourished, yes.
The child mortality rate is very high, I think.
Perhaps.
Something like 1 in 5.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it?
Well, that's ideal, yes. Or even higher numbers than that. I really hope that in the future in Africa we can see more deaths of infants.
Oh my god.
We
hope this trend keeps happening for the next few years.
1 in 1.
1 in 1.
Now,
At least until we roll out this method that we've thought of, where we feed the gay people to them.
we
The fat goat.
The fat gays
Feed
can feed a whole village.
we
for a month.
simply put them in a box and let them fight for the gay.
Oh, it's like the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
The very hungry game.
The hungry gay.
Oh, instead of fucking
The
weapons,
hunger
you
for
just have fat.
gay. Oh my god.
Get a gay on your fork. They're actually
That's a
rolling
great
out.
idea.
They're rolling out that initiative in Africa as we speak.
The
I'm gonna
more
start
they
a
weigh, the
petition.
harder they are to get.
We've really got to get this going in Australia. I think, as
Honestly, Caritas is doing some great work, but obviously I think that they may need to take us over and
well,
solve
we're gonna
these
need
problems ourselves.
we're gonna need some bigger abattoirs so we can really slaughter
Industrialise.
those gays faster. I think. Feed more and more.
Kill these gays on an
No, no,
industrial scale, as the Jews were killed. Just chuck them in a furnace. No, I'm joking. We do not condone that.
No, we
that
not
Look, this is all a joke.
well, most
But
of
we,
it is.
yeah, most.
most.
Oh well, we say that, but you know, some of us are really stating our true opinion.
Couldn't be me.
Ben.
Could not be me.
Ben told us to say all of this.
I did not say that.
Now, Ben Duffy, would you like to conclude this podcast with some of your great wisdom?
Oh, okay.
Speak right into the mic,
I
buddy.
appreciate everyone for watching this podcast. From everyone here in the Combat Wombats.